Hi, it's Stephen. I'm going to draw 3 cards from the Earth Magic Oracle cards, and I'm going to top that off with one from the Power Animal Oracle cards. We'll see what shows up. I've just shuffled these. I did a blessing, and let's see who shows up here, and I'll offer you interpretation of it. 3 cards out, 1, 2, 3. Especially during these times, it's any kind of information that we can get, any kind of guidance we can get is surely helpful. And again, one from the Power Animal deck. It's blessed by Raven, and they're all face down right now, so I haven't seen them yet either. So let's see what we got here. Tree grounding. There you go. Tree grounding is the first card. Second card is ancestors, generations. That's a good one. And river, movement. I think last time I did a drawing, I think I got river also at that particular drawing. I don't know if these are showing up in reverse or not. I think they are, but yeah, you can make sense of it. This one is another one that showed up last time. Dove, serenity. Slow down, pause, and breathe. So when something happens like that, it's a synchronicity, meaning, when things happen in multiples, like 2, 3, 4 times in a row, it means pay close attention. 2, yeah. 3, definitely. 4 is like, of course. So we take tree grounding. It's just telling us to be grounded. It's just like the tree. Go out to a tree and just look at the way that it stretches up to the sky, but at the same time is like, the roots are really, really deep. And these can be true for you too. So I really encourage you to get outside, number one. Second is, go ahead and reach your arms up to the celestial. Take a deep breath, and breathe in that celestial power, that light and love. And at the same time, notice the etheric roots that you feel extending from the soles of your feet. It's a good way to stay grounded. It's really important to do so right now because it's easy to kind of float around a little bit and be in a reactive state to all this stuff that's going on. And yes, always call on the ancestors. I don't mean just mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. I'm talking about the elders, the old ones. This is a fine painting that was Jeremy Donovan in Australia did and offered it for the cards. So you can see the ancestors. Those are the hands that are around the rainbow serpent, which is the creator goddess. Call on the ancestors, in your prayers. To say, thank you, ancestors. And again, all my prayers, or at least 90% of them, are not beseeching something. It's thanking, gratitude. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, tree spirit, for helping us through this uncertainty and fear and just the turmoil that's going on, the chaos and the divisiveness. Stay planted, as well as having your antennas up, to the celestial as well. The third card we drew, of course, is River. Straightforward, as movement. Beautiful card, too, isn't it? These all are beautiful, Earth Magic Oracle cards. The movement. There's something that came down. I do meditations, shamanic journey every morning, pretty much every morning. And it was about the flow, being in the flow, and then the guidance or the teacher said to be not just be in the flow, but be the flow. What that requires is full presence. And it's a practice to be completely present because there's so many distractions that we can turn to. I myself am subject to that. I think, I'm going to write, and then all of a sudden Words with Friends or something becomes top priority for me. And I'm pretty good at it. I mean, I get the things done. But it's easy to get out of the flow by not being present to what is occurring. And we all have those little accidents that happen when we're not fully present in the here and now, in this flow, or being, as the teacher said, being the flow. Last but not least, and again, this is a repeat, just like the river card. Is a repeat. In fact, it fell into the 3rd place last time I did a reading with the Earth Magic Oracle cards. And that's from the Power Animal Oracle cards. Dove. Slow down, pause, and breathe. Yeah, again, one of the ways that we translate some of the anxiety and the uncertainty and the fears, etc., is to get really in a hurry and get in a frenzy and get frenetic and reactive and then just doing out of a habitual doingness rather than doing it because there's a presence, that you have that quality of presence. Now, none of this is, I might say, none of this is ideal. You know, it's not like you got to be perfect at any of this grounding. Help, ask Tree for help with this. You can ask. Tree will communicate with you, Tree Spirit. Ask the ancestors, or as I've said earlier, thank them. Thank them in advance for what the gifts are that they are giving us. And certainly River and the spirit of River, the movement, that steady flow, you know, sometimes it's a little faster, sometimes it's a little bit slower and smoother. If you've ever been whitewater rafting, you know what I mean. The river, the pace of the river changes, you know, quite dramatically over a period of time. So that's what flow is. It doesn't mean like, oh, da-da. It could be like that for a while, but then there maybe is a period where there's a burst of activity. But within that, Dove is advising serenity. Serenity, slow down, pause, and breathe. In the midst of that turmoil, or the rapids especially, it's important to breathe as you're going through the rapids. And again, go to a tree and then ask the tree spirit to assist you with that. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. You know, stay safe, do what you have to do, and do your best to love each other. Not only just your family, your immediate family, or anything like that, but do your best to extend compassion to others too. I think that's really important at these times. Forgiveness, you know, forgiving yourself, forgiving another for any perceived slight, or any judgments you might have on someone or something. You know, it's really important that with this divisiveness that you carry something into the world, something of love, compassion, care, etc. Kindness, just kindness. You know, being kind to all beings, human beings to start with, but all beings. So take good care of yourself. And I trust it's been helpful. Thanks for listening.